We've talked about delegation. We've talked about delegating in order to get more time back for yourself as a salon owner. We have talked about delegating so that you are not the bottleneck in your business. But one thing that we haven't talked about when it comes to delegation is when it's okay to delegate a task. Because so often people are like, Lexi, what do I do with this part of my business? Like, I haven't done this yet. Like, maybe I don't have a blog yet, or I am starting the visibility work. And that's where this conversation is stemming from, a conversation that we had inside of Supported Salon Owner, which is my membership where we hang out. It's amazing. It's where salon owners get support. There's tons of resources, tons of coaching, really intimate, cool little club. Very cool community is building over there. Anyways, inside of SSO, this conversation came up around the visibility work. She said, is this visibility something, the work inside of visibility, is that something that I can outsource to my social media manager? And I said, no, not until you know how to do it yourself. If you don't understand it, you shouldn't delegate it. So if you haven't watched the masterclass, right, if you haven't gone through the Visibility Tenfold training, then you shouldn't be outsourcing the work to someone else, because then you're relying on their understanding of something that's incredibly important in your business to be done to their standard and their understanding. And that's the same thing that goes across the board to delegation. Like, if you don't know how to do SEO, like, that's fine. You don't have to know how to do SEO. Like, you can delegate your SEO. But what you should know is enough about it so that you understand why you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, the things that, and I want you to eventually delegate your visibility work, actually. Like, I don't do it myself, but I obviously understand it very well and can tell if it's being done correctly or not. And you have to do that in order, if you're going to delegate, you're in essence like having an employee, even though they may not legally be an employee. They might be a contractor or 1099, or I don't know who you're delegating to. Make sure you're doing it legal, please. Nobody needs hot water from employment people from the EDD. At least in California, that's what they're called. But it's important that you understand what you're delegating, because how can you correct a behavior that you don't know what the correct behavior is? Come on, guy. You have this. There we go. Driving with Lexi today. I had a driving instructor, like you all do, but you're a kid getting your license, and she was like, push the gas, and I will never forget that. It was like, apparently I didn't go fast enough. Not a problem anymore. So anyways, the whole thing is like, do you know how to correct the behavior if it's not being done properly? And if you don't know how to do it yourself on some things, then like, that's why delegation doesn't work. And that's exactly why when we say like, okay, I'm going to delegate inventory, and you just tell people like, okay, count the items, and like, that's it, and there's no SOP around it, that then you're like, what the hell did they do? Like, what did they do? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And it's because you didn't give them enough instructions. Like, you didn't say count the items and then cross-checked for the inventory, run an inventory report, see what it says we have on hand, do an actual physical count. Like, there are parts and pieces of it besides just like actually counting the items. Or if you're like, hey, order retail, order color, like, what's the system behind that? And if you don't have a system clearly written down in an SOP, or even just simple instructions of what and how you do it, it's going to be really hard for anyone else to do that work successfully. So when it comes to delegation, like, you have to know what you're delegating. Now, I'm not saying delegate your website. Sure. Do you need to understand coding? No. But you need to understand what it is that you want in order to be able to ask for it in a way that makes sense. It's not like kind of a bummer, but a real truth of getting to real business is that you have to understand, at the very least, what you're offering for someone else to do, to take off of your plate. Now, if we're talking about like laundry at home or getting groceries delivered, it's not that important. Like, nothing bad is going to happen if somebody buys you the wrong banana or whatever. Or like, have you ever Instacarted and you like click banana and you are like, yeah, like, and it shows a bunch of bananas, and then you get like a single banana? Or you click like, okay, I learned that lesson, so then I clicked and I put like 6 bananas because I wanted to get 6 bananas, and then I got 6 bunches of bananas, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm gonna need to take these to the zoo. Like, literally, like, what? Like, those kind of mistakes can happen, but that is exactly the same kind of mistake that will happen in your business, but it will be so much bigger and such a bigger pain in the neck and potentially very costly if you don't first understand what you're doing. So yes, this person could absolutely have outsourced their visibility tenfold work to a social media manager, but what I will say is that it's not social media management work. It's outside of the scope of social media. Visibility work is about growing your business online off of social media. It's very different. If you want to check out that masterclass, it is below. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Like, you're watching 100 days of salon systems and stories with me, and I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. We have something really cool coming after this series is over. I'm so flippin' excited. This is the first time I'm talking about it, so get excited with me if you feel like it. I'm very excited. But anyways, like, subscribe to this channel. Hang out with me. Download the masterclass that I'm giving you for free right below this video. It's called the Foundation to Your $1 Million Salon. It's a free masterclass. I should charge for this masterclass, but for now, it's free underneath these videos. Please go check it out. And if this is the first time we're hanging out, sorry it took me so long to introduce myself. My name is Lexi Lomax. I'm a salon business coach and strategist. I'm on my way to the salon right now. I've owned the salon for 18 years in Southern California. And I love hanging out and talking beauty business. I love sharing the lessons and the learnings that I've had, the failing forwards in some cases that I've had as a salon owner, so that you can fast forward, so that you can truly outsource the failure to me because I've already done it wrong to get to where I am today. I figured it out the hard way, and you don't have to.